to another scorching, scathing episode of the Wet Shavers Roundtable. My name is Douglas Smythe from PhoenixArtisanAccoutrements.com, and this is episode 50. Joining us today are, well, your usual cast of characters. We have David Gonzalez of So Sharp Limited. I think he's below me, or he's somewhere. Regardless, David, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Excellent. We also have joining us today the clean shaver, Scott Ostermiller. How you doing, Scott?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. 50 shows. This is awesome.
And this is our 50th episode. And who better to have on our 50th episode than the most of man in wet shaving, PaulHFilms. Paul Humphreys, how you doing today, man?
How are you? Thank you for having me. It's fantastic to be here.
The demand for you was insane. Like, we don't often get that on the show. But yeah, all the UK guys over and over again kept saying, you got to get Paul on. You got to get Paul. And they wouldn't leave him alone. So I was trying for a while, and the last time we tried to get you on, there was technical glitches and difficulties galore. So we toyed with a lot of emotions.
Straight on today. Bang.
Yes, no, and it's good. We did the research, folks. We learned a lot about blab over the last week.
Yeah,
sure
I think I'm an expert now.
So if you have any questions about blab, direct them towards Paul.
The best feature, right?
So it is 11 o'clock, folks, in the UK where Paul is at. And Paul, where are you actually? Where are you in the UK?
In North Wales.
You are in North Wales.
North Wales, yeah. Yeah.
Now that is close to Liverpool, isn't it?
It is. It's only 35 miles from here. Yeah. Right. So some people can hear a bit of a twang in my accent sometimes, and they'll say, "Are you from Liverpool?" I said, "No, not far away."
Yeah, it's all British to me.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So again, welcome to the show, Paul. And
Thank you very much.
We're going to start the first 30 minutes, I think, just us interviewing you, and then the last 30 minutes will be the members of the audience that have any questions. Please direct them to us after the first 30 minutes, folks. And again, folks, you really are the lifeblood of the show, guys. So like your questions and your participation and interaction really make the roundtable what it is. So keep making comments regardless, and it might actually inspire some questions of our own. So first and foremost, Paul.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this for?
Give your age away. Well over 20 years. But it started for me when, well, as we all did, when you watch your father. And it was with one of them for my father, the old Slim Twist. And but I didn't want, at the start, I didn't want to use that. I wanted a modern, I'm going to have a new modern multi-blade.
Yeah.
And you buy one and find it's okay for the first one or two shaves, then it doesn't work. Or it clogs up and you can't clean it like you can a DE razor. And so expensive. You have to, you go and buy the blades cost more than what the razor would, when you bought the razor.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah. And then I tried electric razors, and that just left you raw.
Yeah, it pulls it right out.
Terrible. Yeah. And then I came back. I thought, well, my dad always looks freshly pink-skinned, and I thought, right, well, it must be working, so I'm going to get one of these, and I've never looked back after that.
That's awesome.
Real quick, Paul, could you hold up that razor? I've actually never seen one of those before. If you could hold that up nice and... Okay. Yeah, I'm not much of a historian or anything, so I don't see a lot of stuff.
All right. Yeah, it's just a twist to open. It's a Gillette Slim Twist. Quite an old one.
The twist is at the top. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just they came in. They did like a grey handle as well.
Right.
But this was the sort of. I suppose this would have been Gillette's version of the Wilkinson Sword Classic in its day. If you
yep.
So yeah, it's
yeah, we don't see that over here in the States. We don't see that type.
All right.
Just to open this up at the top. We don't see that very often.
All right. Well, I should leave it there, shouldn't I? Sorry.
The ones we do see now are coming from I don't know, India or Pakistan. They'll typically have the twist at the top nowadays, just because it's an easier mechanism than the bottom. Yeah. That they really don't know how to emulate nowadays. It's like lost technology from the past. It's really how that works. Having a hard time.
Some of these razors were so simple.
Yeah.
But so effective, and that's why they're still around today. And that's why Gillette don't make them. There's no money in it.
Exactly. Got it right the first time. You really did.
Yeah.
Like the tin can. But but Paul, okay, so Paul H Films.
Yeah.
Not Paul Shaves, but Paul H Films. What's the story behind that?
Well, the reason for that was I started this channel, as I say, I watched Steve Farragher in Liverpool. And he happened to mention, he was doing these videos and people were watching them, and he happened to mention in one video, he said, if there's anybody out there watching these, do a video of your own, show me how you shave, what you use, and this and the other. So I thought, right, okay. So I thought, well, Paul H Films, it just came to, there's no sort of reason for it. But I just, Paul H Films, as a YouTube name. And so I did a video. And I thought, well, I intended only doing one video as a response, and that would be it.
Right.
But then I had a good response from it, and people said, oh, do more, and I didn't do them regular then. I do them twice a week now. But I just did them once a week, once a month, whatever. And it's just gradually built up, and, you enjoy it, and it gets addictive and expensive.
No, it doesn't.
I used to say that... because I had did I tell you I had an interview? The BBC contacted me, about they were doing a lunchtime show here on BBC Radio 4 called You and Yours, and they were doing a thing about shaving, and they'd seen my channel. So one of the producers contacted me and said, "Would you come and do an interview?" I said, "Yeah, I don't mind." So he said,
"That's awesome." Wow.
It was brilliant. It's honoured. I was very honoured, actually. And
very cool.
he said, you say in your videos how it's inexpensive to shave with. I said, it is if you stick to one razor and just a pack of blades. But once you get into it, and you start loving it and enjoying it, and the internet's there, and you're watching people's videos, and you say, I want one of them brushes, I want that razor, and it just goes berserk, and you've got a second mortgage before you know it.
Yes, it's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole.
It really is.
Yeah.
So if you've just started watching us right now, folks, and you're new to wet shaving, turn off YouTube right now. Just forget about us. Walk out the door. Find another hobby.
Yeah.
Because you're going to spend money.
You now.
Especially if you're happily married. Because
yes.
It might put it on the rocks.
Well, speaking of happily married, I mean, it seems like your wife has a new bouquet of flowers behind you in every video. So she's getting it on the act. Yes.
Yeah, she's Mrs. H. Yeah, she's that again. You see, started as she said, "Oh, you need something behind, something just a bit of colour," because the wall was white, and so she put some flowers, and then people started to say, "Oh, that's nice," and you don't need to tell a lady twice. That's good. Oh, they're onto it So she's done it ever since, So it's nice to have hers part. Yeah, she does it. Yeah, she's
really that's cool.
She's good with flowers, and I'm not. I'm a lawn cutting man
and a tomato man too. How are the tomatoes?
Oh yeah, they're doing okay. I've had my first one.
Oh, excellent!
Fantastic.
Yeah. Any peppers this year?
Yeah, they're starting.
Peppers as well.
But I've never grown them before, so I'm presuming that peppers. These long things are starting, so I think
yes, that's a good sign. Guys, any questions for I hate the hug.
With your wife, that she does the flower things for you now. Is she a regular watcher of your videos? Does she watch it? Because I can't get my wife to watch my videos for the life of me. Well, she doesn't watch anything.
My shaves go up at 7 a.m. Wednesday and Sunday. And she's one of the first to watch it.
Really?
She'll watch
That's
it.
Great.
She'll watch it. I think she'll watch it to see if she can say to me, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have." She's like my director.
I was just going to ask if maybe she's the one. She's like the. Yeah. She gives you some direction on your videos, and
she's good. She is. She's especially on Facebook. On my Facebook, she interacts with a lot of the viewers there because they know her as Mrs. H. So she's she does. She has a big part in actually. She's the set manager, and she watches, sort of proofreads, the video to make sure it's okay. Yeah, but it's nice. It's fantastic. Yeah, she's involved.
Yeah, that's very.
That's excellent.
I think that comes across too. Like, you know, I mean, your videos are just probably the most positive videos I've ever seen out there, and I have to thank you, Paul, for that because
yeah.
You're
welcome.
Everything in the shave
Thank
world,
you very much.
It's just refreshing to have a refuge almost to go to, and it's PaulHFilms, folks. If you're watching right now, it's delightful. I just
there's so much that goes on that it can get so negative easily that really refreshing to have somebody that is keeping it positive, keeping it lighthearted, and just enjoying the hobby and sharing your personality. And you know, it's really remarkable and such a breath of fresh air.
Well, thank you very much.
I agree. So many people try to make some kind of like weird, profound statement now with shaving videos. It's kind of odd. Like a lot of people just stop enjoying what they're doing, and they just try to have these odd, just very deep messages. It's like I don't even understand it. It's just like why are you doing this here? Like be a politician if you want that shit. You know, it's just like
you gotta. It's how can I say? Whatever you do or whatever I do, YouTube, whatever, in life, in work, I try and look at the positive side of everything, because you're only on this earth once, as we know it.
Very true.
So you make the most of it. So it's a passion, it's a hobby, and we're lucky, aren't we? Because we all, in the wet shaving community, a majority of people are very friendly, helpful, kind. So we're all as a team, really. It's because we're on the camera, but my channel, as other channels, would be nothing without the viewer or without the comments, and so you're a team, really. So you work together and stay positive, and have a bit of fun.
You do. It certainly comes across, especially when you just turn the camera on.
Oh, come on, smell it!
Tell the camera that tell the folks at home that it's more about them than it is about you. It's really it's just genuine, and I appreciate that. So thanks for doing that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That was quick.
Really, it's been excellent for the last 4 years. I like some that you've incorporated the music into, like when you're going to visit Steven. Like, that might have been your second or third video, I think. It was probably more down the line. But it was just it was just really well done. So even that 4 years ago was kind of cutting edge. And so over the course of the 4 years, your collection has obviously grown. What are some of your favorite, pieces or soaps or blades or razors at this point?
Well, I like each razor for what they are, first of all.
Yeah.
But like I was saying before we went on air, the Mercafew, this one was I had off Steve Farragher. So that means a lot to me that way. But I like this razor anyway. And the vintage ones, I like some of the single-edged razors. And not so long back, I had some Gillette's 1930s single for £6. I had two of them.
Very cool.
And I went to look the next day, they'd sold out. So never mention anything in the video, because if you go back, they've gone.
I do it all the time.
Or they're more expensive the next time you go.
Yeah, they've either sold out or the price has gone up.
Yep.
Yes.
But they were nice to have as a collector's piece as well.
Yes.
Soaps. Your Frostbite has to be one of the, when we've had this muggy weather here, what we class as muggy, you would say it's winter. Our summer's your winter probably. Oh. But that's, something like that, that's fantastic on the face. In the menthol.
You have excellent taste there.
Yeah. Well, you combine that with the Osage rub.
Oh, yes.
You won't move your jaw for an hour.
Yep, it'll wake you up.
Just go to the dentist. Just go to the dentist after that.
Yeah, that's it.
Better than any cup of coffee is
that's it. It does wake you up. Yeah, your eyes are like this. Your nostrils are clear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, if you're cold, it's actually really good for that, too.
Yeah, it's like Vicks Vapor Rub, isn't it? A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the same sort of...
the eucalyptus and menthol kind of a...
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on in there.
The basic way of describing it.
Yeah.
But as in scent, I love anything citrusy, limey, if people know, if they follow me.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the most has to stay in my mind is the Taylor of Old Bond Street grapefruit. It's
yeah.
If you were blindfolded, you'd start eating it. It's honestly, I've never known such a realistic scent in all my life. It's just fantastic. So that's one. But there's so many. I mean, and it's as it builds. I could be here for an hour just talking about soap.
Yeah. You are here for an hour just talking about soap.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a bit of a surprise coming up.
Oh.
I've just ordered some very rare, and I couldn't believe I've got them actually, especially to America, because what I've got, I'm not going to mention them yet until my video, but they were made for the American market, and they were never sold in Britain. So I'll be showing them in a video shortly.
Excellent.
Very proud of them. They're, shall I say, a cologne, should we say, aftershave cologne. Yeah, so we'll see.
Now we're all going to try to figure out what it is.
Yeah. You have somebody will guess it right now.
Oh yeah, they'll guess it right over on the side. They always do. One of them will hit it. So and going back to your videos though, there was the other one where you actually took us on a tour of all the London shave shops, which I thought
in London,
Yes. That again was that was a few years back as well, wasn't it?
That was 2014.
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, April 2014. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really cool video.
That was a funny thing because I went into Taylor Old Bond Street and I said, "Can I film in here?" No filming in here. So I said, "Well, I've got a YouTube channel," and he said, "Well, wait a minute." So I said who I was on YouTube. I don't know whether he went to check in the back or something, but he
probably went and Googled it really quick.
Yeah, and then he came back. He said, "Help yourself," and shook my hand, and so I did a bit of filming. But Geo Trumpers, no, wouldn't allow me to film in there. But most places were great, you know. It was a nice experience. That have you ever been to London?
No, they won't let me
in there. They won't like.
I'm not EU certified.
No. Well, you can come in now.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can come in. Thank you.
You can come in now. Yeah.
No, I do have plans. I was supposed to go last summer to Europe, and that was one of my stops, but that fell through last minute. So hopefully, and by last summer I mean actually this summer. So hopefully next summer I'll be over there. I'd like to do a meetup over there. I want to try to meetup. And make that happen. But
Sharky's been jumping around in there. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to.
Peter Chicalis.
Yeah. Well, I think one day he did meet up with some of the guys over in. Damn, he's been to so many places, but he has met up for dinner with some people from the shave group one of the nights that I've seen.
All right.
I can't remember if it was in Sweden or England. God knows he's been all over Europe.
Been so many places.
So, he's a globetrotter.
He goes all over the place.
Yeah, but he did meet up with somebody one of these days in the past week and a half or so.
Do you know Peter Chicalis, Paul? Have you met Peter?
I haven't met him. No.
Interacted with him online.
I probably have on YouTube or Facebook or something. Yeah.
Shaving with Sharky.
Yeah.
Is who that is. And,
Shave the Man.
And
that's Con.
That's Con.
That's Con. Yeah.
Well, how active are you on the Facebook groups, Paul? Because I don't see you very often. No. And if you are in some of the groups, what groups are you in?
Well, I'm a member of a few groups. The UK Wet Shaving, Steve Farragher's Big Shave. But the thing for me is I don't get the time to go. I don't get the time to go on them because I put videos up twice a week, and I try to respond to comments. You see. Yes. And that takes so long. And then by the time I've done that, I've got to do something else. And, you live your life sort of thing and do whatever you're doing, go to work, silly things like that.
Yeah, right. And, priorities, Paul, priorities.
Yeah, priorities. So I don't get the time really. So I'm not that active on them. Facebook, I can go on it every day or I can go on it once a week, once a month. It depends, you see. So YouTube is my main thing, but as I say, it takes so much time. But I love it. It's I'm not saying that in a negative way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's quite commitment to go around to so many different places and to be interacting with so many different people at once. It's a lot of
it's you know, it's if I can't, well, the way I think of it, if I can't do it, I don't seem to do it. You know what I mean? I don't go on to something and then sort of don't bother with it. Like Instagram, I've started on Instagram.
Yes.
And I post, but I don't post all the time. But I do sort of, and I've just started Twitter. But,
yes, he did.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's okay.
It's okay now, I can see my name on the,
You know, I remember you doing a video with one of my favorite razors to.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
You say hi? Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, they were just knocking on the door.
That's okay.
Where you use the Merkur 45, the Bakelite.
Oh yeah,
and that's one of my favorite razors of all time. So I had to watch that one, and it seems like you enjoyed that as well.
No, it's fantastic. It's such a light razor.
I love it.
But it works so well. And just because it's Bakelite, I love anything like that. And it's different.
Yes.
And that's a fantastic razor, that, because they're all over there. They are. That's what I'm looking over.
Yeah. I didn't know if someone was there pointing a gun at you.
No.
Like, stay down. Stay down.
Yeah.
Stay down. Yeah.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
It's like your wife's there. But yeah, no, the Merkur 45. So I saw that video. I thought that was terrific. In fact, David, I let you borrow my Merkur 45. That's one. I love Bakelite razors altogether. I mean, I think they're really cool. I don't think they get enough attention. So I'm always excited when I see someone using one.
See that radio there?
Yes.
That's a Bakelite.
Yes.
A Bush.
I have a
radio. This brown box with it.
Yeah, no, I have a couple Bakelite radios as well, and cameras, old Brownie cameras. I mean, and even like the light sockets back in the day. Well, they still use them actually. They use Bakelite. It's non-conductive.
Really, it's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah,
I love Bakelite.
I think if you like anything vintage in, like radios or anything like that, that's why it'll transfer to razors.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's an antique, but beyond form, it's also functional as well. So
that's right.
I've always been an antique collector or stamp collector or coin collector, just antiques in general, old stuff. And the fact that you could collect it and still use it was really, that was really
fantastic.
Too.
Yeah. It's and especially if you've got old razors. What I love is when people tell me I use my father's razor, my grandfather's razor.
Yeah.
And what a fantastic thing. You're using it. You're keeping a tradition going.
Yes.
And it was a family heirloom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can pass it down. And I just love anything like that. Just
and like
family history and
we're buying new heirlooms today to pass down tomorrow.
Yeah.
So on a different note, away from and it might be vintage, but what's your most recent addition to your den, Paul? What's besides what you're going to talk about here in just a minute? But
no, not on his video.
Oh yeah, I'm not mentioning that yet. Apart from the mystery item.
Apart from the mystery item.
That's my latest thing. But what would the as in razors, you mean, or
razors,
soaps,
soaps, whatever. Or one of each. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what I bought. One thing I bought, which hasn't arrived yet, is I was sent Imperial Leather aftershave.
Oh, okay.
Came from Australia. Can't get it here. Kindly, chap that was coming from Australia to London to work. So he posted it while he was in London. Now he's back in Australia, so it worked out well. Nice. And I've just found through one of my viewers said you might like this. There was a link to an eBay, a vintage Imperial Leather aftershave, full. That's on its way. So that's that's one of my latest purchases.
Excellent.
The two 1930 single edge razors. That's them were the latest razors I think I bought.
Okay.
And then the mystery item. I do try and curb myself. I don't, because I don't know about you. In the evening, you might browse and that's nice. Oh, that's the.
Don't drink and go on eBay ever.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Bad idea.
Just water.
Yep.
Yes, I was in a bar one time, still like, I'm checking the price. Is it going up? Is it going down? People are still bidding on it, and like I was probably like 1 a.m. I was toasted, and the price had gone up to like 200 and something. I was like, I bid on it. I won, dude.
I know you. The biggest headache in the morning.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's bad enough I'm already at the bar. You wake up the next day, you're like, how much did I spend last night? Wait, how much did I spend last night? So friends don't let friends drink and bid.
No. Well, and the double-edged part of it is that not only are your inhibitions lowered a little bit about what you would or wouldn't do, but you also get caught up in the emotion of it, of the race. I gotta beat that. I gotta get it.
Yeah, it's like a sport. You got to win.
Yeah,
you got to
like beer muscles too. You want to fight. The more beers you have, this kept me safe. But I could not believe it. I was like, wow, I just bought the most expensive razor ever, and it was worth it. I gotta say, it was worth it. I haven't.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But to this day, I don't remember which one it was.
No, yeah, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah.
You got to try and get it.
God.
Try and get it into the house without your wife or partner seeing it.
Yeah. Luckily, Fran understands. We originally started the business, and I was like, I want to buy vintage razors and sell them on Etsy. So that's how I justified the purchases. But then eventually, like, I loved all of them. I was like, I can't sell these. Yeah.
You kept bringing them in. Only a third of them actually made it on Etsy, and you're just like, sorry.
I never sold one on Etsy. I was already selling soap. Well, she was selling soaps, and I was selling something else. But I never had the chance to. And I'm glad because
you did say to her, well, I tried.
Yeah.
They just didn't sell it.
Yeah. Oh no! The thing is, she got the bug too. She started buying the Lady Gillettes, and I don't. They made 3 Lady Gillettes, so I think 3 or 4. But she's got multiples as well. Who am I to talk? But yeah.
Well, you could say, I posted it, just didn't sell. You took it down.
Yeah. You tried.
I tried. It didn't sell within 5 minutes.
No. Yeah, that's what I say.
Just get them into it as well, and that way, they're buying for you, you're buying for them. They do. It kind of backfires sometimes. They'll steal your razor, they'll steal your soap, but for the most part, it's more invited than done or looked down upon. I find so.
Well, and a lot of like the soap makers in our community will also make bath soaps and things like that, so you can get things that aren't just for you. You can.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but they smell like men's. They smell like cologne, though. Still, Scott.
Yeah. Well, no, like some of them, like Soap Commander, for instance, they do the they have the bath bar soaps, but then they also have the bath bombs and the lotions and all that kind of stuff. And so it's really smart if you think about it.
Yeah, it's a good way of doing it because
Yep, you get something for you, you get something for her. Both of you are satisfied.
Exactly. So it's multiple sales. They're happy. Your wife's happy. You're safe.
Yep. Everybody wins.
I'm gonna start selling candles.
There you go. There you go.
Mandals.
Mandals.
I've just lost, Nivea cream, moisture cream. Nivea Sensitive.
She found it.
One of the, well, she's just found out by some actress has stated that using men's Nivea on her face, and then she puts foundation on
top of it.
The foundation lasts longer and it's smoother on the face. So my bottles are missing from here, and I found it in someone's handbag. She tried it and it worked, you see. So so she's glad I got products then. She's quite happy when she can use them.
Very, very cool and typical.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at the half-an-hour block. Now we will open up questions to the gallery. Folks, if you have any questions for Paul, we are taking them now. And I think one went back to Zach. Did you catch that one, David?
What do we know?
I seen Zach wrote a question. I don't remember what it is.
It was, how did he feel about wet shavers getting shaves in barbershops?
How do I feel about that? Well, if they're good, it's. I think it's a nice experience. I see something like that as a treat.
Yes.
You go. It's like when you have your haircut, and if you've got the time, you can have especially the hot towels and the classics that are straight.
Or for like a special occasion, for a wedding or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's, absolutely.
If you're going somewhere special or if it's a treat for yourself, I think it's fantastic. Yeah, but the trouble in the UK, some places are barber shops, but they're not barber trained, as in. So there'd be a girl coming up to you with a, you know, and you, hang on, I can cut myself, thanks.
Yeah.
But no, if it's done properly, I think it's fantastic. Yeah.
Ian from Village Barber has talked about that in the past too, especially when it comes to straight razors. They get a certificate on the wall, but it's like that means they took a weekend class on how to use a straight razor. Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're necessarily that great.
They watched someone's video, so.
Have you been to the Village Barber at all, Paul?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've got some products here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
let's do
yeah.
That. Okay. You know, before we what is that?
I can hear a voice, but I can't see nobody's mouth.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Okay, before we take this next question, I just want to take a little commercial break.
Google, schmoogle. I don't know why you need that, Chuck. In my day, if you wanted to know something, you asked somebody. Tinder, we used Tinder to make a fire. If you wanted a piece of ass, you had to earn it. You put on a shirt and a tie and take your A game and go down to the local dance hall. We had cartridges in those days. But we used them overseas protecting your freedom. And they sure as shit weren't overpriced Chinese plastic made of vibrating, gyrating heads that were good for masturbation rather than depilation. We used badger hair brushes with real soap you lathered yourself. None of this canned goo your mommy puts in your Christmas stocking. And there was no $1 a month shave club because a blade cost a penny. Your great-grandfather bought this in Germany after the First World War. This blade has mowed down more homeward bounders than you'll see in a lifetime. My father's, mine. Someday, yours.
Can you teach me like now?
Oh, His Majesty speaks, and he wants something now. You bet, bud. Come on, we'll do it now.
Gramps, let's take a selfie.
Now let's find the next question. We got one from Jeeves. Do you think the import restrictions on U.S.-made shave soaps will be lessened due to the vote? So here we're getting political now.
That's a sore one for you.
Talk about the
It is a sore one for me.
Probably it will, but I think they've said it's going to take 2 years for us to actually leave the EU. It's not going to happen overnight, so
yeah,
it'll probably gradually, hopefully, because that's a big restriction. That is, the colognes and aftershaves and alcohol stuff. So maybe if they can lift some restrictions, and well, they should do. They're in charge of our own country now.
yeah, right.
But, so they say, but hopefully.
I was speaking with Gail from Edwin Jagger the other day when this vote finally passed, and she was saying that she thinks the UK will adopt a lot of the practices the EU was using for their certification and whatnot, at least for a few years, because this is going to screw up everybody's import business or whatnot. I mean, this is a big thing.
Oh, it's going to be a big, it's going to put a big ripple.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be so many changes. But I think, you see, a lot of people are worried because nobody is actually, with politics, you get one side saying this is what's going to happen. And you get this side saying, no, it won't. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you're left in the middle, all confused.
Yes.
For such an important thing.
Yeah.
It could have been done better, shall we say? But it's what it is. You've got to make the most now.
Yes.
And hope it goes well.
Yes.
But we'll see.
I have Marty Pape just messaged me a question that he couldn't get it to work in the comments for some reason, but says he wants me to ask, when his lordship last visited and shaved, did he take any peasant products with him? I don't know what that means. Maybe you do.
No, he threw them. He's seen them on the shelf and he just wiped them. How dare you have them in front of me? And
how common.
He said, to get them out of the way, you damned idiot. I've got it here somewhere if I can find it. Just bear with me 1 minute. Not very professional, this, is it? Nice. I did pinch. If I can. Before he went, I managed, if you can, to pinch this. Because he brought his own mug, you see, they don't touch peasants' caps and things like that. They have staff. So he doesn't know about that. Unless he watches this, and I'm stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
That's excellent. Let's see. There were some other questions in here.
Okay. We go on from Abraham. What's your favorite North American shave product currently?
North American.
Well, I guess you would say American.
American, Canadian, whatever.
Well, the one Rich, if he's here somewhere, Rich Hansen.
Yes.
The one he sent me, that's fantastic. Well, your Frostbite, that's American.
We won't kick you off the show then.
No, thanks very much. Yeah. The money's in the post, by the way.
Yeah. Checks in the mail.
In the mail, sorry, I should say. Yeah. We call it the post. Yeah, I'd say, well, there's a few actually. You put me on the spot there, but I can't. When you've got so many. Yeah,
you got to think on your feet.
But you got to be.
And it's tough when you're sitting down.
Yeah. But it's there's so many fantastic artisan makers. It's just unbelievable, So because they put their heart and soul into something. Because well, you'd know, Doug. When you make soap, a lot of them come into it because they're disappointed in what you can buy or things didn't work. So they say, right, I'm going to make a soap which I want, with a good slickness, with a good scent and all that sort of stuff. So, and I think once you start building on that, and then you have a business, successful business, and it works. It's not all about the money. It's about the product. Yeah. So we've gone off the question there, but yeah.
No, but I like where this is going.
Yeah. Margaritas in the Arctic. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, margaritas in the Arctic. That's
that was a good
Sterling,
one,
I believe.
Sterling soap.
Yeah. No, it's not about. If it was about the money, I wouldn't be doing this show.
No, that's right. Yeah, it's it's about the passion, the love of it, and
exactly.
That does show actually. Yeah.
Well, same thing for us as YouTubers. I mean, if it was about the money, we wouldn't be doing. I mean,
well, you wouldn't live, would you? It's just,
YouTube.
You wouldn't live.
Yeah.
You can get a pack of blades or something every now and again.
Maybe a new soap every now and then, but that's bad.
Yeah.
No, but you're there to shill, Scott. You're there to shill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all kinds of vendors in my back pocket. That's
And all the free products.
All the free products. Yeah.
Oh, I've had free products. I got I do get sent a few of them.
Yeah.
I got. Well, yeah, I've got one there. I haven't opened it. That's come from America, actually. But we'll see how that goes. I was going to show. Should I show it or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Right, here we go. I haven't done the video on this yet, so here's a.
Oh, we get it first, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, the Wet Shave Club.
Probably, I was going to say it. Probably sent them to everybody.
Yeah.
But what's your content then? Come on, let's compare content. Come on.
Your notes here.
So I have the satin tip brush that you've got there. I think it's exactly the same stuff.
Oh, it's in the tube.
And the Yep, sudsy soapery.
Yeah, same brush. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Remember when I featured them like last year on the show? Sudsy soapery. I had them a while back.
I don't remember that one, but
yeah.
They always go to the best first.
Yeah.
So you've had yours first, is it?
I need Paul on the show more often.
There you go. On the razor.
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yep, wet shave club on the razor there.
Yeah.
Yep, we got the same package.
No, that's it then.
It's great stuff though. It's very good.
It is good, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. The soap itself, I'm going to be doing a review about this. I'm so far behind, but the soap itself it's very slick. It doesn't lather up super thick and super creamy like like some soaps do, but it protects well. It's slick. It's got a very nice scent to it. I don't have any complaints about it. And my favorite part about it is this brush, actually.
It's good, is it? Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah. I like the tube is coming. That's great.
Yeah. Excellent for travel. I mean, it's not a very expensive synthetic brush. It's compact. It has that little tube in there, which makes it very transportable. It's
good travel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect travel because you don't need to allow it time to dry either. You can just throw it right in the bag and on your way.
Yeah.
You know, I see a question coming from Jeeves of Hudson Street. He's asking, do you see wet shaving going more mainstream over there, Paul? But I'd like to piggyback on that question. Like, what is the wet shaving scene like over in the UK? And do you see it growing?
Well, I see it growing through my channel.
Right.
It is growing because I get now in work where I work. A lot of them sort of watch the videos. They know about the channel, and they have gone out and bought razors, tried them, and then they've tried different soaps, and they're getting into it. Not like I am, but they're getting into it. So for birthdays, they say to their wife, "Oh, I want that soap."
Yeah.
And I want that razor. I want that brush. So it is. You know, I can see it in my local area.
Yeah.
And we've got a store in the UK called John Lewis, and quite a big store all over the country. You know, and they've started stocking Kent brushes, I think they are, and their own soaps. Wow. And not a big section, just a little bit, but it wasn't there before.
The Kents are expensive, though. I mean, is it a fairly upper crust?
Yeah, it's not a pound or dollar store. It's a proper, you know, it's a fantastic shop, but it's just so nice to see just that little for now, just that little section. It's something.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it begins.
So they must be, you know, they're getting the interest there to stock them.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will, you know, it's gradually. But I have seen a big up. What's the word? Up in the DE shape.
Growth.
An increase.
In the wet shape. Growth. That's it. That's the word.
Every now and then I open my mouth up.
Growth, that's it.
Do you feel like you're partly responsible for this, Paul? I remember you used to go into your local store and buy up the 2 tubes of soap a week or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I can't stop doing it.
I thought it was your evil plan.
No, I go into a shop knowing I've got about 10 tins of Nivea here.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, buy the shop, but you don't need any. You've got 10 at home. Yeah, but it's on offer.
Yeah.
And it's like some things in my head I cannot pass. I don't know. It's just either clever marketing or I'm just addicted.
You're preparing for the zombie apocalypse.
Well, I'm preparing for something. I don't. But you can give him away as presents. So.
It's true. In fact, that's how I justify. I do very similar things. I was stockpiling red tip Gillettes whenever I could, and you know, and I tell myself it's to give away as gifts because, you know, honestly, that'll really sell someone on wet shaving. You give them a red tip, and they're sold for life. But,
dude, I'll tell you, the more and more I use a red tip, the more and more I love that damn razor. I love it.
It's funny.
I love red tip, man.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best out there. I think it's definitely one of the best. And if you're trying to convince someone to switch over from cartridge razors, that one right there. I mean, the handle alone is just like a work of art. It's like a Greek column. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And then the shave itself is like, I mean, you just doesn't get much better.
Yeah, it's just that much more efficient, more aggressive than the regular flare tip or the blue tip or the regular super speed. And it's just it gives a fantastic shave.
Yeah, it's a good razor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. My two brothers always used, just any old thing, 99p, any old thing will do.
Oh God.
So I give them a razor each, soap, brush, and I said, go and enjoy it then. And about a month went by. I said, how do you get on? How did I get on? I looked like Freddy Krueger's been at me. What he'd done, he tried to shave. But they were shaving with with something like this, like just a standard razor.
Yeah.
But they were putting the pressure that they would with a multi-blade cartridge. And of course they were, so they were scared then, and they went back to it. But
God.
yeah, so that was a bit of a
watch my videos first.
I did. I said, watch the videos.
Yeah. God. No, that reminds me of that scene in, I think it's Terminator, when they're in the jungle. And there's that one guy trying to stay awake and he's just pressing the cartridge razor and bleeding.
That's Predator.
That's Predator. One of those.
Crocodile Dundee you want with a knife.
Oh, yeah.
With the steel knife.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Have you seen those videos, though, with the guys with the axes shaving with an axe?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to see him with a knife. No.
I want to do shaving with an ox. And it's just me standing.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought that was my spelling? No, it's an ox.
Ox.
Sorry. What do we got here? Okay, we got questions. We got people complaining about how hot their restroom is. Oh, is that you, David?
Yeah.
Abraham,
somebody.
Go ahead.
Because somebody asked me why am I not smoking a cigar today?
Okay.
And dude, I'm dying in here right now, man. I'm fucking. It's a sauna in this restroom right now. I'm wearing down right now, man. I'm burnt out being in here. Jesus.
Have you got a beer? Oh, you got some.
Yeah, he's sitting on the toilet with a beer. Actually,
I'm not on.
That's what
toilet.
David does every week.
My toilet is over in that direction. My toilet.
No, we believe you.
My shower.
Oh, he's
my
in the shower.
Right.
The 50th show on the toilet.
Yes. It's part of the gag. I'm not wearing pants. That was my thing, But Scott, what are you doing? But yeah, this is the 50th episode. I keep forgetting that. I don't believe we've been doing it this long. Like, it's almost our anniversary.
Yeah.
We're very. I think the 1 year anniversary is in July. The end of July. I think it's July 30th, maybe. So we're keeping up on that
too. So we're probably coming right up on it.
Yeah. We definitely are.
Time goes quick, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. It does.
I know. Abraham Valella had a great question. He was asking Paul who your favorite YouTubers are. Who are the people that you watch regularly?
Oh yeah.
God, there's so many now. A chap I like to watch is recently is Ken Surfs.
Oh yeah,
he's fun. Great guy.
Videos.
I met him. I met him in California.
Yeah.
You met him, did you? Yeah.
Ken Kirkup, I think is his name.
Right. So he is Ken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Because I wrote in the comments. Oh, thanks, Ken, or something.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Mantic, I watch. Mantic 59. Steve Farragher when he uploads. God, there's so many. There's a few wet shavers. I don't watch Paul H. He's not very good.
Only in the mirror.
Yeah.
Only in the. Yeah, but as I say, it's a time thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because so many people upload as well, you get overwhelmed, and then you miss.
Yeah, you watch all of them. And some of them are so long. Like yours is almost a half an hour typically.
Sometimes, yeah. I try to. I do say, look, I'm sorry these are so long, but if I've included I might do a lather and just show them, and they say, oh, no, leave it in.
Yeah.
But I won't do it every time.
Right.
Because, people have got lives to live. So but, I try and do them as quick and as I can.
Well, they're always informative, too. I like,
I mean,
there's one thing I jumped out at me when I first found you, I think you were talking about. Well, we'll use this razor as an example, but the side exposure.
Oh, the blade exposure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people don't often talk about that, but you brought up a very good point where you can nick yourself sometimes because it can be sharp. And I thought that was it was really
you can
good.
nick your ear.
Yeah,
some of them are more than others, and the sort of the place you can catch. Well, my experience is either the ear lobe or under your nose here somewhere. If you're sort of doing the cross and the next minute, because that's sharp.
Yeah, it can be
part of the brain. So
I've done that a number of times on my ears while I've shaved my head. Especially.
Yeah, because you have it from behind then, and it's Do you use a DE on your head?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the most aggressive you've used on your head? Don't say a Mercury Future.
No, it wasn't a Mercury Future. It was
God for that.
Most aggressive one I've used on my head. I've had a lot of people ask me if I've used the Mula R41, which I haven't. But most aggressive one I've used on my head is probably the Gillette new long comb.
How about the Blackbird? I thought the Blackbird was a little aggressive, wasn't it?
With the wrong blade in it. Yeah, the Blackbird, you're right. It's with a feather blade in it for some reason.
I was going to say with a feather,
it really screwed me up. But the feather or the Blackbird, I've actually gotten very used to it with a Voskhod or a Gillette Blue in it. Is a really, really enjoyable shave.
Yeah. Gillette Blue is good. Yeah.
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah.
Bolzano.
How long was the beard going to last?
I actually had another question, or somebody asked that in the sidebar. So the beard is actually just around for a few weeks. I have where I live, so in Utah. So we have my ancestors made a trek across the plains with with the Mormon pioneers, and in the 1850s. And this summer, I'm participating in a reenactment with a group of youth from my church, where we're going and we're taking handcarts across the plains of Wyoming. It's 17 miles, but I'm going for the more authentic look for that 1850s.
So that's a year.
Yeah. So after that's done, the beard will be gone. But
there'll be a big video coming up. Then.
Yeah, it's getting a little hot during the summer.
Yeah.
So
you can do the axe video then. Axe.
Yeah.
Get an axe.
I want to be part of this.
Oh yeah.
Like a rowdy cowboy that's just like, what's going on?
I was actually thinking about letting some of the kids, try shaving some of it off with a straight razor, but I don't know if I'm going to do it.
With a straight.
Yeah.
He's suicidal.
Yes. But we'll see. So yeah, that'll be the beard's only going to be around for a few more weeks.
Yeah. So I was going to say I'd be itching to get it off me.
Yeah, it's to that point where it's a little itchy and a little gets tangled and irritating. But
you're doing well, Doug, with a big
the handlebar mustache.
Yeah. Do you wax the ends?
I do. I make my own wax.
Yeah, that's what the gentry used to do years ago. They used to curl it. And, Good morning. How are you?
I can also I can light them if I'm without a flashlight.
Light them up. Yeah. 2 candles.
Just in case.
Yeah. I'm the odd one out here. Even David's got the goatee going in.
Yeah. So, we're gonna need to talk to you about that.
It's not gonna be cut off. I decided I'm not gonna cut this, at least trim it. I'm not gonna cut it at all until after my football team gets eliminated from the playoffs this season.
Okay. So that could be pretty long because I know your football team's pretty good. So.
Yeah, so it'll be, if all goes well, like we plan, our high school team will be playing all the way through till December. So
wow,
that it's pretty long, right? It's getting pretty long here.
Oh yeah. You'll be what do they call it? Plaiting it next.
Yeah.
Like dreadlocks.
The Vikings. Oh god.
That's it. Yeah.
It's the flavor saver, right?
Yeah. There was I think it was the bass player from the band Anthrax. He used to have a really long, just column goatee. Yes.
Yeah.
That guy.
He still does. I think he still does. That's like his signature, from what I remember. Okay, we got a question. Paul, David Polk is asking if you've ever tried or considered using a straight razor.
Yes, I've used one in the video a couple of times, and I'll be using one either next week, hopefully next week. Where are we? What day is it today?
Saturday. Well, it is over here.
Saturday, correct. I think, yeah. So hopefully next week, if not the week after.
Great.
That'll be fun.
We're kind of winding down. Whoop, I hear noise. We're kind of winding down. Before we
Funny sound there.
Yeah, what's that noise? Is that you, David?
I don't know. I hear the noise, but I don't know if it's coming from my headset or yours or what. Hello, can you guys hear me clear?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, I was hearing all that craziness. So when you were talking,
it's okay now, I think.
Sorry, that might have been from my side.
Oh,
okay.
My daughter knocked on the door. She needed to go to the bathroom.
Oh, are we being joined once again?
No, I sent her upstairs. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, don't knock on the door while Daddy's doing his show, dear. Where are you sitting, Scott? That's what I want to know.
I am in my bathroom, but
I don't need to.
On my toilet. My toilet is right there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sitting on a stool.
So, well, that's ironic. But so what do we have to look forward to with your channel, Paul?
Well, more shaves.
Of course.
More razors, more blades. More
yeah.
I'm hoping to arrange. I've been trying to contact an owner of a shop in a place called Leeds here in the UK.
Oh yeah. Yep.
To arrange a sort of a meetup there.
Excellent.
Oh, wonderful.
If that goes well, maybe one down in London as well.
If that does happen, please tell us, because we have a wet shaving meetup page that we like to keep everyone updated on.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, that's handy. Oh, thanks.
You were also mentioning before we get on the air, Paul, about YouTube contacting you too.
Yeah.
About working on. You want to tell us a little more about that?
On my channel and stuff, or
yeah, YouTube saw you were getting so much traffic.
Yeah. At one point, I got contacted. I can hear music, so
yeah, what's the music coming from?
Sorry,
yeah, that music's not from my side.
That's from my side. Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's no problem.
My wife
was hearing
practicing with an accompanist.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, fantastic.
Just cover the mic with your hand, maybe, Scott.
No, it's okay. Yeah, when I was got contacted by YouTube one day, and they said that you could be entitled to this partner manager because sort of a bit overwhelmed, and I contacted them back saying, okay, then do you mind me asking why have you contacted me? Because there's loads of channels out there. You're getting a lot of views in a short period, and it must trigger something in YouTube or something. I don't know. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll have this partner manager, and they don't interfere with your channel. They just advise you, what to look in. They sort of go through your channel with you and guide you as what works, how to look for what your viewers enjoy.
Like a coach.
Yeah, like a coach. If you've got any problems, I can phone her up, anything like that. I can use, this is I forgot to tell you this, I can use the YouTube space, which is like their studios in London for us.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, you have to pre-book it, and you have to have 5,000 subscribers or something, and you can use their space then.
Excellent.
Which is handy. I didn't know anything like that, but it's just a case. I was telling Doug before we came on air, if you like. Little things in your channel, what to look out for if you look into it. The analytics tells you everybody knows this. It'll tell you what country views your channel most, where your subscribers mainly come from. But the thing which is interesting is if you look into your channel to see which videos have the highest view or whatever, the highest comments, or what people liked, and then that gives you an idea then, well, they liked that video, and you can find out why they liked it, and then you can work on that if you wanted to build the channel up or whatever. But but basically, I've not, I've just been me in videos. I've just, I've not changed nothing. Like, it's just enjoy the shaves, just enjoy and share a passion, which we all love, really.
Just like the vintage razor, you got it right the first time, is what it all comes down to.
Yeah, it's that's why they're not made anymore, because it lasts too long.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I'd like to really thank you for joining us on our 50th episode, Paul. It's been
it's been an honor. Thanks very much. Yeah,
made it extra special for all of you out there. You need to check out PaulHFilms on YouTube. I'll have that listed here on the screen after the fact. But please check out Paul's channel. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a joy to watch more than anything, and you'll learn stuff as well too. So
thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much. Nice to meet you all.
Really has.
Yeah, me too.
We'll get you.
It's been a pleasure to have you, Paul. Thank you.
We'll get you on the 100th episode as well, Paul. Every 50 episodes, we'll get you back here. Okay. Talk to you soon, Paul. Thank you for joining us, and thank you all in the audience for joining us today.
Yeah.
We'll see you next
Thank you very much. Yeah. Bye.